Hey guys, welcome to the Nerd Blast. This is Muffsin here. Steven and Matthew are here to join us as well.
What's going on, guys?
We are starting March with some women-centric mediums going on today. First off, we got Jessica Jones season 2 just came out beginning of March.
Last week, right?
Yeah. So, what did you guys thought of the? I know you guys only watched like maybe the first few episodes.
I'm not fully done, but so far it's kind of continuing on from what happened from the last season, and I don't know. I'm like expecting something to happen, like something major to happen later on. But so far it's kind of like slow.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people have complaints about for season 2, because it starts off slow, and it does for most of the season. There are some like high points, but only because like it focuses a lot on Jessica Jones' backstory, like how she got her powers and everything.
Oh, cool.
And then I think some of the characters also have some moments as well, but that's a strange thing because not everyone is like likable this season.
Right.
Like I heard a lot of people complaints about Patsy's arc because it for this season it's supposed to be a way to set up her story of becoming Hellcat. If you guys have read the comics, but I think the way they showed her was not. It makes you hate her after the season's over. But yeah, anyway, so we have that going on, and then I think one of the arcs that I did enjoy was the neighbor, Jessica Jones's associate.
Oh, yeah.
Because he changed a lot from what we saw in the first season. Because at the end of the first season, we see him, working with her now, like as a assistant for their PI business.
Yeah.
And then with season 2, it's like he learns on the job, like kind of like what Jessica's doing, and then after a while, it's like this is pretty cool. Like I could probably end up doing things on my own if I wanted to.
Right.
So I did like that. As far as villains go, I feel like there weren't any. Like there was a villain, but if it didn't feel like the same way I did with the first season.
Yeah, with Kilgrave. He was a great villain.
Yeah, he was a great villain. Which, by the way, he does make an appearance in this new season. I won't say how, but he does show.
Yeah, they showed him in the trailer. I'm like, is he coming back? Is it turning out that he's not dead? Or like some shit where like, oh, every person that he's mind controlled, a little bit of him lives on with them. So eventually, like, he figures out a way to, like, I don't know, come back through all of his victims.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I won't say how, but yeah, I think for the amount of time he was given, in a way it did make sense. That's all I'll say. But other than that, I feel like this wasn't one of the best seasons we had for Netflix shows involving Marvel. What I did like is that most of it was directed by women, like all the episodes. But at the same time, it also could be, there could also be a downside too. Because I remember you mentioned earlier that other people thought it felt more like a CW show.
Yeah, someone told me that like
that's not good.
They watched, they binged the entire a season that like it felt more like a CW drama show than it did a superhero show. And I didn't know how to take that. I'm like,
because you forget that Jessica Jones, like she is a superhero. Like she used to be a superhero, but now she's like a private investigator.
Yeah.
So in a sense, you get a bit of that, but you don't get much of the superhero stuff like in this show.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that was like a missed opportunity that they should have shown more of that.
Right. It's like what's this called? Daredevil. Daredevil. They do a good job of mixing the superhero side to like the drama side of his like life.
Yeah.
Same thing with Luke Cage. Luke Cage does a good job of mixing. Well, I guess because like his drama side is also the superhero.
It's also integrated to the superhero side. Because Jessica Jones could easily do that, like between being the superhero and the PI, like they can easily juggle that, like what they did with Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because it's a legal show and also vigilante stuff.
Right.
So. I mean, they did that for season 1 with Jessica Jones, where they showed like her becoming a hero, like for the city. I kind of wish they showed more of that in season 2. Because most of season 2 was just basically how she got her powers and, her origin, like her parents and all that stuff.
Right.
It does carry a lot of baggage with her character, but I also feel like they should have done a lot more. What I do want to mention though is they do mention some. There were some references to the Captain America Civil War in this season.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
There were some references to that too.
Nice.
That's good that they're
because
like,
it makes sense. Yeah, because of she's a super powered being, and with the Accords, it's that part of it affects everybody.
Yeah, it should affect everyone. I mean, like
it's pretty cool.
The Accords in the Marvel comics literally affected everyone.
Yeah.
Every superhero.
Yeah.
And the Civil War was really big.
Will we see references in Luke Cage season 2 also?
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure there will be.
Cool.
Because this does affect those characters too. But yeah, overall, I thought this season, it was good for Jessica Jones's character, but for everything else, like for story and everything, it just wasn't hitting it for me. And I'm sure everyone else might agree.
I'm definitely gonna take my time watching the show then.
Yeah.
Definite.
But yeah, let us know what you guys thought of season 2 of Jessica Jones. Leave us your comment on whether you liked it or hated it or not. But yeah, definitely let us know. Let's move on to another female character, Lara Croft.
Yes.
Tomb Raider just came out this weekend. We all got to see it.
We got to see it early on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
you got to meet
and you got to meet Alicia Vikander.
Yeah, she came to the theater, and they had a little competition for the best cosplay there, and they were taking pictures, and then she ended up showing up, which is crazy because I thought they were going to go to your theater that you went to, but
I had a feeling she was going to come to yours because when I heard cosplay contest, I was thinking, she's probably going to show up.
Definitely. Okay, yeah, she came to the 42nd Street Theater, which is pretty cool. She's a nice person, and I thought the movie was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't too over the top or extravagant or anything like that. It was just like, it was pretty basic, and it was fun to watch.
It's a fun movie.
It's just fun to watch. Nothing to take seriously. It's not like you can like come back and be like, debate about which part was better, or just the whole thing was just like, it was cool entertainment,
But yeah, basically this movie, it takes its cue from the reboot video game series.
Yes.
So it's more on the origins of Lara Croft. So we get to see a bit of that in the movie.
I really like the whole Tomb thing. I like the whole I like who they're going after too. I wish that she was a little more a part of the story. The what's the name of it? The Japanese the spirit that they
Kimiko.
Kimiko, yeah. I kind of wish that was like more, cause like when the are we spoiling it or no?
Not really, because
so
if you guys
because
play,
it just came out this.
Well, here's the thing though, because
we saw it man long ago.
Yeah.
We got to see it early, so okay, yeah.
But the thing is, that part of the game, didn't make itself into the movie.
Yeah. So they took the basic story of the first video game, which is Tomb Raider, or the reboot Tomb Raider, and there's a lot of elements from that. So if you played the game and you know the story of that game, then you're gonna more or less know the story of this one. They changed it around, obviously.
A little bit, yeah.
I think, the movie was fun, but I don't think it was worth a ticket for me.
Ticket price?
Yeah.
Well, like DVD, Netflix type of thing?
Like, I don't, I'll probably wait till, if they show it on TV,
yeah,
and there's nothing better to watch, I'll
watch
it.
There?
But if, they're showing it on TV and, a rerun of, Teen Titans is showing, I'll probably write Teen Titans is the movie. You know what I mean? It was
it's
fun.
not, this movie's not for, the hardcore, fans of it, I guess. It's just for, just the general public.
Oh, no. If you're a hardcore Tomb Raider,
if you're hardcore
you're going to be mad.
You're going to be mad.
Yeah. The reason I say is because, we went to see it with a girl that, was really...
into Tomb Raider.
And she was complaining so much. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize it was that bad.
It's not like...
It's because, me, I'm not...
It's not like that.
I'm not, a huge Tomb Raider fan, so...
I played a little bit of the game, but I haven't played, through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would understand if people were upset about,
I played...
not translating well in the movie.
I beat the Tomb Raider games, and it's a lot of fun, but, it's nothing that will, really go hard and try to, nitpick every little thing like I do with Marvel and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just a fun family film. They're gonna make their money. And
they're gonna make the money because it's like he said, it's not too over the top. There's gunfights and stuff, but it's not no.
And they're talking about demons and stuff, but nothing really goes crazy.
Can we talk about the weapons? Because I had a problem with that. She got a bow and arrow. And
on one scene she has 3 arrows in her quiver, and then the next scene she has 8 arrows after she shot 5 different dudes.
Yeah.
My explanation was this is based on a video game. Yeah. So whenever she runs up
she
a branch or something, it's she watched there's a bush, she walks through it and it says +2 arrows.
Yeah.
That was
She's collecting as she's going. This is a video game movie. That's what happened.
Yeah, that was my explanation.
Okay, there was that, and then there's also the enemies with the guns.
Oh my god!
How do they keep missing?
They all went to the school of stormtrooper shooting. They all graduated from the same fucking shooting school. We're there he is. And all of the bullets just but it's that's what we're saying. It's a basic.
It's a family fun movie. That's.
But then again, this is a video game movie, so I wouldn't expect everything to be.
Well, I don't understand why people they dumb down video game. Oh, it's a video game movie, so who cares? Care about it and do it correct. I don't care if it's a video game movie or not.
Yeah.
Do your job.
That's what I was telling him. After we saw it, I was well, I think it'll do well enough. They set up that there could be more movies.
Exactly.
And if it does well enough, there'll be a sequel, which most likely it will.
Yeah, because they set it up.
I definitely do see a sequel for this film.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it'll be better.
Yeah, but it's I was telling him.
I think it will be.
If it does well, that's good and bad for the video game movies, because good is here's a video game movie that actually worked. Let's see if we can make more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also a mediocre film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm afraid it worked. So then they're gonna try to make more mediocre films out of video game movies.
Yeah.
Just what they did with Resident Evil. They kept making more of those.
Yeah, and each one was just worse and worse. Well, the first two were alright, and then after that it was just downhill. I just stopped after the third one.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a God of War movie of Kratos?
Maybe eventually. But like I said, it's the video game movies. It's hard.
It's a hard sell.
Yeah, because it's there's more bad video game movies than there are good ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they can really do it.
I don't think Tomb Raider is that hard to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's
hard.
I was telling him Tomb Raider. It's
basically Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's based on the action adventure movies, Indiana Jones.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's based on movies, and so they were how do we make Indiana Jones and these type of movies into a game, and they made it into a game.
Right.
So now it's you should be able to make this into a movie, and they did, and it was fun, but I don't if they put it on Netflix, I'm not putting it in my queue.
Yeah, because I feel like the writing was a little on the simple side of things. It was pretty easy. Some of it was kind of predictable,
kind of predictable.
And there's a lot of parts where I was just
and then there was some of the
physics
but you
could have. some of the physics wasn't
like
accurate.
you know, because like there was times where she got hurt like a lot.
Yeah.
And you would think that there is no way she would have survived that.
With the parachute, just
and then like
then she's okay.
She barely had scratches. She's had like some dirt on her skin, but it wasn't like no real scars. You know what I'm saying?
To look pretty from the
like I said, they didn't make it hardcore.
Well, I mean, she did get hurt. Like she had to pull out that.
All right, but that one thing, like, and then you forgot about it until later on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, she could have easily bled out.
When somebody attacked it, I was like, "What the hell? Oh yeah, that's right." It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, and it's like it's. There's a lot of like lazy writing where like out of nowhere she knows how to do stuff, and I'm just like,
there was that too. Yeah,
like, she's just a complete novice. Like I get it, like they showed that she can like do some free running.
Yeah, because he had a little bit of training, which is alright. But this is her first time in the wilderness by herself.
And then like all of a sudden, like all of a sudden, oh, I can do this.
Genius,
I can do this. The way I explain it again, it's a video game movie. So like when she beats up a new guy, and then experience points level up, and then you choose what ability. Ooh, ability to do this with the hook. Let me choose that. That's what I think. That's how I explained it.
Yeah, it was It was kind of lazy already. It was definitely
it was a lot of
definitely lazy already.
And that's the problem with these video game movies. Like
they don't just because it's based on a video game, but like you said, it's a video game based on a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hire some good writers, like to make it. Up there like that. You could definitely do that.
Well, it's but this movie is just like a quick buck.
That's what I got from this movie. Like you said, a quick buck because it wasn't that long really.
No,
it was close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
But
it was
not
basically
too long.
everything was like in order. Bing, done and done.
It felt like you're watching a bunch of cutscenes, like without like any transition. It's like you go to one cutscene then the next one.
Yeah, that's another thing. It felt really rushed. Like the pacing of the movie.
And they had that like little square off where she was holding a bow and arrow and he was holding a gun to her head. And it was just like. Shoot the bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, what? What?
Yeah.
And then, some of the other characters, like the villain, Walter Goggins' character, like,
pretty generic.
Pretty generic.
It was mad generic.
Nothing. It's just like, yeah, man, I'm a bad guy. I kill people. I want to go home.
That's why,
like I said, like when
that's why they picked him because he.
He looked awesome. He looked awesome as a bad guy. I just thought like.
Yeah.
Lazy writing, man.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, that's what you did with him?
Yeah.
As cool as he is, that's what you did with him. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Everything was so predictable. It was like, it was mad predictable.
Yeah, but, you really could predict.
They're going to make money off the kids on this one because,
No, and then plus, it's right now, it's a perfect time for a Tomb Raider movie to come out.
Yeah.
Where, like, we're starting to see a lot of these women-led.
Oh, right. Facts.
So
especially in March. I mean, Women's History Month.
Yeah. So it's like it's definitely gonna make its money. It's probably gonna be the top grossing this weekend.
Yeah, because nothing's really out.
Nothing really out.
I would say, I mean, if you wanna check it out, I would say go like on a Tuesday when it's like half off.
Yeah, go during the $5 AMC Tuesdays.
Go to $5 Tuesdays.
Or wait till it comes out on Netflix or something.
Netflix. If you have nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a fun movie. Like if you want to go with your family, you don't got nothing to do, like on a Sunday or something.
Yeah,
I mean, there's hardly any movies coming out this week, so I would say, if you ever have the time.
Yeah, or like if you have Movie Pass, that's
right. That's a good one to go check out. So
yeah.
But other than that, it was
What would you rate? Well, before you give the rating, how would you rate this with the other Tomb Raider movies? Because there were
the one with Angelina
Jolie.
I go watch that every time it comes on, so I love that movie.
I like the first one. The second one, that Cradle of Life was like kind of over the top.
Yeah, it was over the top, but
the first one was alright. I think I like the first one better than I like this one. And then the second Cradle of Life, I didn't like it all.
Okay, so
it would be like original,
the original,
Angelina Jolie,
this one,
and then Cradle of Life.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would do the same because I did like the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Despite it being like
plus you get that crazy. One scene where you get that side boob of Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes movies good. Side boob scenes.
one thing I did complain a lot about this movie or her. She did a good job playing Lara Croft, except I don't think she's not made for action roles. Like I did not like her grunting at all.
I didn't like her grunting.
It bothered me so much. There was a time she fell and she like grunted like a little girl, and I'm like, it's bothering me.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, when she
so
went with the
times.
skeleton and then she fell. Like you hear the screams.
But
like,
I thought she was very like lovable though. Like she wasn't that bad.
Like she's almost too
like
cute for the role.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
Okay,
because she's
cute
Academy Award winning actress.
Yeah,
so,
no, like she did a good job playing Lara Croft.
It's just that she did it right.
But the Tomb Raider side of it, it's like I don't think she's made for action roles.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some people might disagree with me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just didn't like. There was a lot of scenes where I'm just like, I don't know, like. I want to hug her more than anything. Whereas
that's serious, right?
Whereas Angelina Jolie, like her look, like
she can handle it.
And like it's not even like the body type. Like they have similar body types. And obviously she put on some muscle for this role.
Yeah.
But it's just like there was something about Angelina Jolie that screamed more like badass than
badass girl. Hell yeah, she really wasn't a badass. She was just like cute and cuddly.
But then you have to remember that in the game, like the reboot game, like she's.
No, I understand. This is how she's being
portrayed.
Yeah. This is the beginning of the Tomb Raider. She's not up to like what we're used to.
High standards. Yeah.
No, I get that, but still,
she's still just like cute though.
But like the video game version of her, she wasn't like that. Like she
was more badass.
Yeah, within this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like she did a great job playing Lara Croft. It's just that the action scenes I just didn't like.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, rating wise, what would you give it out of 10?
I'm gonna say like I don't want to like shit on it, but 7, 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I would give it a 7. I would give it like a 7.
6.5 maybe.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Damn.
It's just because, like I said, I probably won't watch this movie ever again.
Yeah, probably not.
But I don't think it was terrible. But I don't think
it wasn't a terrible video game adaptation. I think it was decent.
Yeah. It was just lazy.
Yeah,
that's it. Right. They could have did a lot with it, and some parts were cool, but some parts was like stupid predictable. Like,
and then you also have like a director who. This is his first.
No, but the directing was nice.
It's
just the writing. That's all.
The writing.
The directing was on point. I thought it was great, but the writing was just like ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like you said.
It was like a side job. It wasn't a main thing. It was like a side job. Oh, I got to write Tomb Raider on the weekend. Like.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Well.
But that's our review.
That's a review for that.
Let us know what you thought of Tomb Raider. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or you disagree with what we said? Let us know.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for this movie, or you think it's just overhype? And remember to follow us if you haven't already here on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. Like us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And follow us on Twitch. We stream every now and then, mostly these two.
But yeah.
All right. Keep studying, stay nerdy.